how's the experience of this silence as we all come together? I think that's really what I have to tell you today. You see, we're going through very, very, very intense times, extremely intense times. Very strong experiences and energies are coming through, and they can be quite distracting, and they can actually get you out of balance. And I'm seeing a lot of people going out of balance. I'm seeing people getting swept away by these strong energies, and they are getting sucked in a storm. I'm finding a lot of people becoming intolerant. They're not ready to listen any longer. They're wanting to become warriors, and they want to, a lot of them have taken out their swords and they want to go and fight and kill and finish the game. I'm seeing a lot of anger coming out. I'm seeing a lot of intolerance, a lot of lack of acceptance. And I'm seeing it in people around me. And I know the energies are intense because I'm experiencing them, I'm seeing them, and I'm experiencing a lot of my loved ones reacting to them. And the only thing that I have to tell all of you is this is a time of great caution. This is the time of great silence. This is the time when we have to become silent and we have to go and withdraw ourselves in the eye of the storm. We have to sit in silence. We do not have to indulge and involve ourselves in any extreme emotion that is coming over us. This sense of right and wrong, the sense of falsehood and truth, this is all delusionary, and these are and and it is coming out in us as intolerance. And it's like we want to take the battle now to the others who have wronged, and we it's as if we have become the guardians of justice. And I'm seeing a lot of them jumping into this, swept away with this delusion of of anger almost. It's like seething with rage and wanting to do something. I would like to caution all of you that any kind of strong experiences that are coming to you, which they will because the times are such, just allow them to pass through you. If you feel overcome by emotions and if you feel overcome by your feelings and what you are, go and put your head in a bucket of water. Cool yourself down, have a nice cold drink, go out for a walk in the cold air, go and go for a jog and a run, go for a swim, cool yourself down. Do not indulge in these. Do not indulge in all these strong emotions and feelings that are roaming the streets of our mind rampantly. This is a time when we can get stuck in this deluge and we can get sucked in a whirlpool that is very difficult to come out. And we will end up harming ourselves. We allow all this to the storm that is raging has to rage. It's time for the storm. I have been telling you the storms are coming, the storms are coming, the storms are coming, the storms are at our doorstep. They have to pass through. And what do? We sit like I see, I have this beautiful picture of Baba in. Can everybody see it? And do you recall this? I've shared on the group the image of Hanumanji, the statue of Hanumanji that we have installed. So this is Hanumanji and Swami both sitting in Dhyana Mudra. And they've named this Hanumanji as Yoga Anjaneya. So this is it's not it's not a coincidence that both Baba and Baba's willing instrument are all now. Hanuman is no longer lifting a mountain, is no longer, having a weapon in the hand. There is no fight left. It's a time of withdrawal. It's a time of great silence. It's the time to just witness. It's not the time to jump into anything. And I've been telling people do not jump. Do not try to get into any kind of an action of trying to heal the world or save the world or of trying to remove the falsehood from this world. There is no falsehood. Mind is the only falsehood. There is no us and them. If you're still trying to fight a battle, if you're still trying to have people who are good and people who are bad, the bad have to be killed, the false has to be killed, the good have to be saved. It's an hallucination. It's a delusion. It's us being carried away by these energies, and these energies are very misleading. They're very strong. I see many falling. I see many being sucked away. And with compassion, we have to allow them to go and be in that and wait till they come out of that illusion. So I want to tell all of you that in these strong times, in these times of great storms, we are in a tempest and the energies are very, very strong and they're building up and they're building up. Do not fall for them. This is the time of meditation. This is the time of withdrawal. This is the time of silencing yourself. This is the time of just being a witness. Do not jump into any wagon. Do not jump onto any sides. Do not try to. You know what you know. All of you are being watched. All of you are being protected. But you have to go through this period. You have to find your way of silencing your mind and being remaining in this silence. You see, even words are not coming to me these days. Even today, when I was chanting the mantra in the beginning, I thought these mantras made no sense to me. The words are faltering. Whenever I'm speaking these days, I try to remember something. People I know, I'm not able to remember any name. I'm not able to remember anything. And there's nothing to remember. There is nothing important at all. Because the the present world as we know it is just disintegrating right in front of our eyes. So what's the use of trying to make a home in a world which is already, disintegrating? And this is a time when you will feel very tired from the world and with your own thoughts and emotions. So just let's just it's a time of withdrawal. It's a time to just step back and be in your silence. Be by yourself. It's a time of birthing. The new world is being birthed. And this new world is being birthed in the silence, in the womb of silence. And don't make any statements, positive or negative, which have declarations in them. And I do receive messages from a lot of you. And I am not responding to your messages these days because it's like you're writing to your own selves and you're writing, and I see it, I read it, and I just deal with them at an energetic level because they don't need any responses. And I know your need to express yourself, but do not get trapped into making affirmations or messages which will either come in the way of your peace, of your joy, or they might, get you so excited and so involved that that might suck you as well. So just remain in this calmness. Just remain in this balance, equipoised. Great time to chant and just be in the joy of yourself. Don't look around. Don't run outside because it is going to suck you. So when you are inside, when you are with yourself, that's where the joy is. Remember Satchitananda. Joy is not outside of us. Joy is joy is who we are. Happiness is our very nature. You think you're getting love from people, this is all bodily love. If people say that you're very loving and you're very nice and we're very happy, it's all till the time we are away from them. As soon as we start coming close to people, after a few days, all that love disappears. We start getting activated by our emotions and reactions. So let's just be in this beautiful space of stillness where there is pure love. Love has to come from an understanding that we are beyond this body. Remember, the Vedas and Upanishads, they say that the biggest delusion that we suffer from, which is the cause of human suffering and unhappiness, is that man thinks that man is a body, that we are the body, I am the body, and I am therefore the doer. And all this love that we are experiencing from each other is just bodily love. It's based on body. A mother loves her daughter, a sister loves her sister, a brother loves her sister, a parents love their child. We love each other, but it's a very transactional bodily love. But the love that comes out of silence, which comes out of detachment, which comes out of the true understanding of ourselves, that love is what we are looking for. That love is what is God's love. And that love is our salvation. That is who we are. But we are always constantly reacting to the people around us and to the feelings that we have. So when the reactions are coming, the best thing is withdraw. Still, do not act. Do not make judgments. Do not call it anything. You do not have to do anything. Who's told you that you have to do something? Let it come and let it pass away. Watch it like a policeman watches traffic on a red light, on a crossing. Watch it. Watch it like a sport, as if you're sitting in a stadium and watching a soccer or a cricket game. Do not involve. If you don't get involved with those thoughts, will not bother you. If you get involved, then it creates a bubble for you where you are stuck. So stop getting sucked into these bubbles and just be in the pose that I shared with you that Swami is sitting in, eyes closed in meditation, in dhyana, Hanumanji sitting in dhyana. Just be in that. Just withdraw. And then suddenly, when you do, like we did, like when we come together, when we chant and we close our eyes, we connect to each other's energies. We all go into a deep space of stillness. And in that, no words are necessary, no language is required, nothing needs to be said. Because whatever we had to say, whatever we had to share, it's all there on YouTube. And you've heard it all, and you know it all. Now is the time to live. Now is the time to practice. Now is the time to become one with it. Anytime you need any help, just go in and listen to any of these, videos. But most importantly, if you still inside, sit in silence and you become still, you will start getting it. And that's why I really invite all of you that in the every night we get together, some of us, for meditations at 9 p.m. Please to come. There are very few people who are coming for that. This meditation is not for numbers or for you receiving anything, but I think in these times, this peace is really required. And coming together at 9 p.m., the same field gets created. We all start to experience that stillness. So do participate. The more we are, the more we'll be able to stabilize this energy, because we are getting something, and then we are also transmitting this energy to others, and we are transmitting this love. And this love is gentle, it's not strong, it's compassionate, it forgives, it accepts everyone, and it forgives everybody. It is not intolerant. It laughs. It participates in the joys of others. It is not at all angry. It is not at all sad. It's just pure consciousness. Beautiful, loving, available. I promise you, all those who remember any one of us, remember me with love, you will experience that love. You will experience that in your dreams. You will experience that in your meditations. Connect to that pure love. Anytime you can connect to that pure love. And that's so reassuring and that's so beautiful that love is available for us every time. And that's all we need to go through whatever we are facing in life, because everything is resolved in that love. The love takes care of it. So let's choose this beauty of this love and let's remain in this love and let's not get caught up in any of these emotions which are strong in nature. As I've always said, that all we need is love. And in this love, everything is provided to us. Those who say that they do not experience any love in this world, I feel sorry for them because love does not come from anyone. For those who are waiting for love to come from others, have dry hearts because love is within us, only within us. And if we have love in our hearts, there is no being in this universe who will not reciprocate this love. So please do not expect love from anybody else. Be the beacon of love, and then love will surround you. So I love you. This love is always around you. All you need to do is to tap into it, to connect with it, and it's there. So all these thoughts and feelings that come should be should just come and just wash us, but it shouldn't affect us at all. They should just flow through. That any conclusion that you've made is already incorrect. Because even as soon as you come to any conclusion, you know it's wrong. Why? Because everything is transient and everything is changing and everything is impermanent. So the minute you've even thought you've got it and you've come to any kind of a judgment, already it is incorrect because you've it's a judgment. So these are the facts that we already know. We know these truths. We know that how life is, that any thought that's coming to you is transient and it is impermanent and it has nothing to do with you. But we do jump in, we do react at that moment. And instead of reacting at that moment, if we became silent, then there would be no reaction. And it would just, would be water off a duck's back. And we'll grow in that. Because every time you don't react, every time you are operating out of your inner stillness, you are growing. You are becoming a higher version of yourself. What do? We react. So we do have a choice. The real storm is yet to come at a physical level, but the inner storms have started. And because remember that the physical world is a manifestation of our inner world. I also feel that I think it's time maybe for everyone to go through the Atma Chalisa again, because all that we are talking about is all given there. And maybe it may just be a good idea for everyone to go through it and and just remind ourselves of the truths that are already given there, and this time not listen to it from one ear and take it out and see, because this is what I do. For example, in the morning messages that I share with you, of Swami Rama, of Satya Sai Baba, of a message that I've written, and Adhyatma Ramayana. I actually, when I read, this is my personal practice. When I read those messages before I send them to you, I am always doing an inner evaluation of where am I on this message? How am I doing? It's it's my it's my inner measurement of where I stand on what I'm going to send to everyone, and that keeps me always. So that's how I keep myself centered, and I keep in the myself in the awareness all the time. Uh, so I just don't merely read these messages. And if there is somewhere I feel that I need to make a correction, I just instantly do it. You know, it's like fine tuning. It's fine tuning your musical instrument. So sometimes we all of us go out of tune a little bit. So if you read also, it should be there should be awareness. So basically what I'm saying is this is the time to sharpen your awareness so that you can remain in this field of consciousness and you can remain in this love, because yes, there is a storm outside, but if you're still expecting things from others, if you are still going to be disappointed by the world outside, and if you're going to still react to that, and if you think you have the magical panacea to go and solve the world's problem, and that you can magically try and set the world right, then good luck. Please go ahead and do it. I'll be waiting for you on the other side when you are tired and when you've fought your battles and you've tried to kill all the demons that exist there. And you can try it. What's there? Life is a game. Remember, let's play it. What is there to get upset about it? It's okay. Go and do that as well. Uh, it's 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 all right. But if you're listening to me, if you really want to go through this intense process with joy in your heart, with a song in your heart, then go into silence. And you can sing in silence and you can have that joy with you. It is not an oxymoron, it is not contradictory. As Santuran said, when we talk of this silence, we are not talking of a physical silence. It is a silence which is within us, which is not affected by what's going on outside. No noise. There is a noise. There is a chirping of the birds. There is a you know sound of the bells of the cow that passes by. There are the wind chimes that somebody told me today that, oh, you live in the house with this beautiful wind chimes. So there is sounds all around you all the time. But is the sound penetrating you? Is it impacting you? Are you reacting to it? That's what I mean. Are you silent or not? And that's the contemplation and reflection you need to do. People will do what they have to do. World will do what it has to do. But where are you in it? Are you still looking for love from others? Good luck. It ain't going to come. Are you giving love to others? But that's something that you can do. That's all we can do. That's all we've come here to do. If the world was not in turmoil, nobody would want peace. So turmoil comes only because peace is required. If everything was peaceful, then you would want turmoil. So, so turmoil is being created so that we can all go into peace and not in pieces. Just imagine if you can say, I love you to everyone in this universe. Wow. In fact, I think a few days back, someone put a very beautiful message. I think maybe it was Dev about The whole prayer being, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know. And knowing that God knows. Hmm? I thought it's so profound. And I could have shortened that message completely by just one line, which is, let thy will be done. Thy will be done. Actually, that's the only truth that operates. Along with, in this, same vein, it's the same message being said differently, is all is as is meant to be. So if with the equation that Mala shared with us, Samasta Loka Sukhino Bhavantu is for the welfare of the whole world, a prayer for the world to be at peace because the world is in turmoil, right? Let go Sukhino Bhavantu is for ourselves, that we are holding on to things, we are reacting to things in the world. So we let go for our own peace, for our silence and stillness. We want to practice let go Sukhino Bhavantu. Okay. I love you means I want to love everyone. But so this is what we are practicing. But what do we do to, bring our awareness to these thoughts? Thy will be done. Actually, in this universe, only thy will is done, not my will, not your will, not the individual will, because our understanding of ourselves is incorrect. I am in the individual identity mold that I am the body and the name and the doer. And that's why Silky was standing in front of the mother. Okay. She could have stood in front of the father or anybody else as well. It doesn't matter. It's just saying there is a higher will, there is a higher presence. Okay. And we are saying, help me. Because my mind is getting me confused. Let thy will come. And knowing at all times that whatever is happening is as is meant to be. When you remember this at all times, that all is as is meant to be, if you can remind yourself that, then you're always in a state of perfection. Then even when a thought is coming, even when the mind is trying to make a strategy of being happy or being silent, watch it. You'll enjoy that process also. Why is that a problem? Why should that create any challenge in you? Let it come, watch it, and enjoy even that, and it'll go away. I've told you about these two dogs that always bark, and I call them Thought 1 and Thought 2. So whenever we go for a walk, these two dogs come running. So we've now named them Thought 1, Thought 2. So yesterday morning, uh, I and Vivek were sitting, and I was telling him that actually this universe was created to be absolutely thoughtless. See, when we talk about it in Nirvana Shatakam, we say aham nirvikalpo nirakara rupo vibhurvyapta sarvatra sarvendriyanam sadame samatvam na muktirna banda. That actually this whole, who am I? That Chidananda Rupa, I am actually without any attributes. I'm without any thought of being someone or doing anything at all. Nirvikalp. I don't have a vikalp. I'm beyond any vikalpa. And I am that which is absolutely still and thoughtless in nature, and therefore, this thoughtlessness, this very idea of stillness, is what is all pervasive. And since I am that, I am one with that, and I am in everything. This silence is into everything. Therefore, I neither need liberation nor am I stuck somewhere. Okay, this is really what it is saying. So I was in the morning, I was giving a talk. I may have recorded it also. And I just said that actually this whole creation was made, and then we were brought in and we were meant to enjoy it by being, yet at the same time, we were to be thoughtless. But we were given a mind. The whole idea of a game, you see, the game has to be enjoyable. So the mind was given where thoughts were coming, but we were supposed to be thoughtless. Okay. And how can we be thoughtless? How can we be thoughtless? Is when we are absolutely contented, santosham. In Yoga Vashishta, Vashishta ji says this very beautifully that if you want to enter the gates of self realization and be self realized, you have to go through four gates, two entry gates. One is Satsanga, which is what we are doing. Every week we keep doing satsanga. We keep coming back into the company of truth so that we are reminded by this truth, so that we don't forget. Why are we talking again and again? So that you don't forget it. So that you don't fall into your own, chasms and into your own you don't get disconnected. That's why we need this reminder, right? Then the second one, so once you listen to a satsang, once you listen to the truths again and again, you do the second gate, which is the again input gate, which is called vichara or in self inquiry. You contemplate on that what you have heard. You regurgitate it. You keep on swallowing it, chewing it, you know, slowly taking the juice of it so that you understand fully and integrate that truth in yourself. So satsanga vichara, once you start living a life of being in the truth, thinking of this truth, contemplating on this truth all the time, remaining in this truth all the time, you will enter the two gates which will start showing you that you are making progress. What are these? The one gate is called santosham, contentment. You start feeling contented. Contentment means that you have no other desires, you're not running after anything. You are just happy. Let's say, Silky, you've broken your foot, and you remain in this thought that all is as is meant to be, thy will has happened, and you are absolutely contented with your present state. All thoughts will start going away because you are at peace with it. There is a higher reason for it that has this has stopped you from jumping into the world back again. Remember, you went out, you went to Delhi, you came here, and then as soon as you come back, you know you are immobilized, so that you are not, what it is it doing? It is stopping you from going and jumping back into the world that you are created for yourself in your surroundings. And it's saying, stop, you still are not ready, you still have to go through something, and you still have to become before you go back into that. Okay. And it's beautiful. Look at the design. You would have never done it yourself, but something is in control and is taking care of that. So that's the third gate. It's called Santosh or contentment. And the fourth gate, the final gate, which is what is the subject of today's talk, is called Shanti, peace. And you are experiencing contentment and peace all the time, no, you have entered the realms of self realization. You have entered the realms of your truth. When you are not buffeted by these thoughts. And that's why I said, please, Mala, add to your equation of three two reminders that only thy will prevails, only thy will is done, and all is as is meant to be. You want to make them two, you want to use only one of them because in a way, they both are saying the same thing. That's it. It keeps you it keeps you in Shukrana. You always are saying gratitude, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Whatever is happening to the world, I am in peace and I am in I am contented. And this love starts to flow. That's it. Mind is like a cloud that covers the sun. So mind is a cloud that covers this joy. So that's all there is to it. So, at that point of time, when you fell, you were operating from your authentic self. The mind had just not kicked in, and that love came out, and that peace came out, and that chant was coming out. That is who you are. But now, sitting back after 2 days, the mind starts kicking in. And the minute mind kicks in, that experience goes away. So actually, you have to do nothing. You have to just be observant that your mind is coming in. And as I told Vanita, that the only thing that changes is the mind. The only thing that brings in this ashanti. There is shanti and there is ashanti. And ashanti comes when the mind comes in. So all you have to do is watch that mind. Remember those two dogs, that thought one, thought two. Just watch it and it'll go. And what is the underlying state, which is your true state, is peace. So you don't have to work for peace. You don't have to look for a strategy to find a peace. You just have to watch these thoughts. Because as these will go, there'll only be peace. Nature, because we've trained it ever since we were born. Forget the
Hmm.
samskaras, the past samskaras and past lifetimes. In this present lifetime, you look at your child. You're already training him. The schools are training him to already starting to figure out things. Just figuring out is a challenge. So and now it is trained. It's like in the reflex, like Silky said when she fell down, in a reflex came out what came out because that's the essential nature came in. But the mind's essential nature is of trying to figure out because all our life we've trained it to figure out, figure out, figure out, figure out, figure out, and now we say surrender, calm, stillness, silence. So it does understand. It does give us patches of stillness where it is not doing what it is being trained to do, but out of habit, out of sheer reflex, it goes back and tries to figure it out, and we fall into it. And that's when we have to look at when we fall into that trap. We have to laugh at ourselves and say, oh, I got stuck again. It's like the mouse knows that there is a mouse trap and there is food inside and knows that it'll get trapped, but it will. Sometimes it gets greedy and it goes and gets caught up in that trap. So mind is like this. But start watching it. It's beautiful. It slowly starts to come out of it. It's habit. All that you are is love. So we have to stop looking for validations outside. We have to know that we are that. Okay? Loving good night to all of you and to tell you that all of us are being protected and taken care of. God is in full control and peace and love is within us. And may all of you experience that. With that, once again, Samasta Loka Sukhino Bhavantu, because we keep praying for everybody's welfare, no matter who they are, where they are. We will always pray for their well-being and that they should be looked after and they should be loved, and in that is our salvation. And whenever you get stuck, remember, let go Sukhino Bhavantu, and know that all is as it's meant to be. So love you. Good night. Salam. Happy times. Bye bye.